Oh, welcome back, Townies! Tonight we're at a special place nestled up in the Hollywood Hills with a bird's eye view of Los Angeles. Yamashiro isn't just a restaurant, it's a century-old landmark steeped in history. Built in 1914 as a private residence inspired by a palace in Kyoto, this hilltop estate has witnessed the evolution of Hollywood itself. Yamashiro has long blended old-world Japanese architecture with the glamour of modern California. Tonight, overlooking the lights of Hollywood, it remains a symbol of timeless elegance where history, culture, and cuisine meet above the City of Dreams. See you inside.
Konnichiwa, and welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Matt, that's Lindsay, and you're watching My Town Eats. And as you can see, we're inside the Yamashiro, which is pretty awesome. It's pretty epic. This place is vast. It's huge. We're on one full section of it, and I'll post some videos here. It's got so many rooms and nooks and crannies and stuff. It's pretty incredible.
Massive.
Tell them where we are, Liz.
Welcome back to the channel. We are actually right sort of in the heart of Hollywood, I would say. Maybe a little North Hollywood, because we are up on one of the best views of Los Angeles, really, from Yamashiro. This is why this is such a popular place for tourists, people obviously visiting the city, because you get this insane view. And we actually have not been here in many, many, many moons. It's a massive property, and there's like bars, not open bars that you have to pay, but there's bars that are out in the open air, and you can have a drink before, while you're waiting for your table. So, but yeah, this is, so people who have not been to Los Angeles don't really understand that this is not considered downtown. Downtown Los Angeles is a solid 20 minutes, sort of southeast of Hollywood.
Yeah.
So Hollywood, though, has been the epicenter for entertainment. It's got the Walk of Fame and the Man's Chinese Theater.
We've actually been to a couple of restaurants in Hollywood.
Yep.
So, we've brought you some of the best places in Hollywood. But as you can probably see, this place is one of the oldest.
Yes.
So this was built between 1911 and 1914.
Wow.
In the traditional Japanese style. And it was actually built by tradesmen that they brought over from Japan to build it.
Really?
Yeah. So it was crazy. Adolf Leopold Bernheimer and his brother Eugene Bernheimer had this place built, like I said, between 1911 and 1914 to house their art collection.
Wait. So they build a house.
It's not a house. It's like a compound or a mansion.
I thought maybe they started with a house and then built onto it.
It was always this.
Wow.
A lot of their art was Japanese in style.
Wow.
And they needed a place to house it, so they brought over Japanese tradesmen and had them construct this place in the traditional Japanese style. That's why this place is so magical. Everything literally looks like it's ripped out of an ancient Japanese scroll. It's incredible. It has the original silk paintings on the walls, the original tapestries in here, the carvings. It's pretty great here.
That's incredible.
So I guess the collection comprised ukiyo-e prints, silk paintings, Buddhist sculptures, wall paintings, wood carvings, jades, bronze sculptures, and furniture. So it was basically like every type of Asian and Japanese style art was housed here at one time. So this place was perfect for that.
Now, was it open to the public?
No, this was a private collection, and it wasn't opened yet. During the 1920s, during the end of the brothers' lives, because they were a little older when they built this place, the collection, their art collection, was sold off piece by piece. And like I said, the total was estimated to be around $2 million. So they were selling off their art, and they had this spot. And because it was the Roaring '20s, they decided to turn this place into the hub for the movie industry's most elite members, and this was the meeting spot for the 400 Club.
Wow!
So yeah, it was an exclusive club for Hollywood's elite. Writers, actors, producers, directors, they would all meet here, and this was basically like a clubhouse for them. They could come here, have a drink, sort of hobnob, mix, mingle, probably do some other stuff that was a little seedy at the time. That was the Roaring '20s. Flappers are all over the place. People were just flapping all over. And unfortunately, though, that was short-lived due to the Great Depression and later on World War II. So yeah, this place started off like as a housing spot, a depot, if you will, to showcase a private collection of art, and ended up being a elite Hollywood hangout for some of the Hollywood greats.
So what happened during the Great Depression?
Well, so I'm glad you asked.
We don't plan this, I promise you.
The economy crashed towards the end of the 20s, as you know.
Yeah.
And it forced the brothers to open it up to the public. So it could no longer be a private clubhouse. They did tours of this place and basically charged for it so they could make ends meet here. So yeah.
That makes sense.
All the way up to the end of the 20s, that's the history of the Yamashiro. The cool thing about Yamashiro, fun fact, is the name literally translates to mountain castle. So Yamashiro means mountain castle. So when they built this place, it was always called the Yamashiro, the mountain castle.
Wow.
So like I said, this building, sitting on top of the tallest hill in Hollywood, older than the Hollywood sign. This place is basically like as old and as historic as the city of Hollywood itself. And it's.
Can you imagine what they saw, like being up here and just watching the city be built?
That must have been incredible. Can you imagine what it looked like before the city? Like just sprawling landscapes, a few houses here and there, a couple of buildings.
No, I was saying to Matt as we were driving in, when you've lived in Los Angeles as long as we have, you get a little, disillusioned to it, but there's something about the view and coming up here and looking out, and you can see all the way to downtown, you can see all the way to the ocean, and you just do a little like, this is our
pretty
home
incredible
kind of thing, which is cool.
There's very few spots in Los Angeles because it's relatively flat, with some mountains poking up every once in a while. But you can just kind of look at the entire expanse of Los Angeles and just kind of take it all in. Griffith Observatory is one of them. Yamashiro is another one. Mm-hmm. So these places exist. If you're making a trek to Los Angeles, you just have to stop at one of these spots so you can see how vast it is.
If you do, it's definitely worth once in a lifetime.
Definitely put it on the list. Yeah. Well, as you might have guessed, Yamashiro is a Asian-style restaurant, Japanese, if you will. Mm-hmm. So we decided to start off with a couple of sushi rolls.
Wait, have we done sushi on the channel?
I don't think we have yet.
I don't think we have.
So basically, this is our first sushi on the channel. Lindsay and I, we do love some sushi.
We do love some sushi.
But it can be kind of pricey, and Yamashiro is super pricey.
Do you want to have a heart attack? Lindsay's Cost Corner is not going to be fun.
Yeah.
It is not.
We might need two corners.
This is not for the fan of heart.
No,
the prices here even made me go.
So I ordered a spicy tuna roll, and she ordered,
Spicy tuna crispy rice.
which is, if you're not familiar with it, it's a little stick of fried crispy rice.
Multiple ones, usually like
Yep,
4.
with a little bit of spicy tuna on there, which is like a mixed up tuna with some, mayo and spiciness, and then a little wasabi. And then to share, we ordered a California roll, which is like usually crab meat.
Usually you don't like California roll.
Yeah, I mean, but when it's good California roll, I like it. When it's not, I'm not a fan. So that's kind of where we're starting. So just so you guys know,
Yep.
And we're still going to vacillate on the menu here and see what else we want for main course. But we thought we would start with appetizers to have a little sushi.
Need a little something.
Well, that brings us up to the 30s. Yamashiro has been giving tours since the late 20s, and all of a sudden the world finds itself in a war, World War II. And after the bombing of Pearl Harbor, as you can imagine, the public sentiment towards Japanese tanked, right? So there was a huge anti-Japanese kick. Even cartoons had political anti-Japanese messaging. We were putting people into camps, internment camps here, even here in California, not too far from here. And so Yamashiro was rumored to be a radio tower outpost for the Japanese. So throughout the beginning of World War II, this place was vandalized quite often. So for a short time, it was boarded up. But then they decided in order to protect it, they masked it as a boys' military school and then an apartment complex. So they basically covered all the walls, made it look as non-ornamental as they could to kind of fool everyone into thinking it was not a Japanese-style architecture, which is sad to me. That's not very far back in our history.
I was going to say though.
So, end of the war, 1945. Yay!
Yay!
Yamashiro's covered, hidden, protected, but also vandalized. So the property sort of took a hit. So in 1948, landlord Thomas O. Glover, bought the property with the intention to renovate it and to create a hotel and modernized apartments. Right? So he was going to basically turn it into something else. But after he started pulling the things off the walls, when he revealed the silk wallpaper and the carved wood, he reconsidered. And he decided to restore it back to its original glory. So basically, he just restored the entire place back to the way it looked before all the vandalism and, covers and stuff.
Wow.
And then his son, Thomas Y. Glover, began the evolution of the Yamashiro restaurant.
Okay.
So they
What
put
year
a
is
little,
this?
This was in the 40s. In 1948 it started.
Okay.
So all the way throughout. The restaurant opened in 1963. So
Wow.
it took a couple. The renovation took a while. There was some severe damage. Damage to the property, damage to the areas. Everything had to be restored. So yeah.
Wow. And also converted to a restaurant.
Yeah, so he converted it. He basically rebuilt it so that it could hold up to 500 guests.
Wow.
He
That's
put
big
it
for back then.
Yeah, he put in a pagoda bar, which is down on the lower level.
Oh.
And he put in a seasonal farmers market up here, and it strived to be to bring back the Japanese culture that was lost during World War II and the history through the dishes that the restaurant served, and keeping within the scenic Los Angeles skyline. So this place lucked out because it basically had two visionary owners from the onset. It would have been very easy for this place to have been sold and demolished and turned into a high-end Hollywood apartment complex with the best views in the city. But they didn't. They kept it, and you have to applaud something like that, because here we are, over 100 years later, able to enjoy this, with on our own. So it's kind of cool. So the Glover family owned it and ran it all the way up until 2016. The place was sold to a Chinese hotel operator the JE Group, for nearly $40 million.
Whoa.
And then in 2023, the Samaka LLC, and they were tied to two producers, Eli Samaha and Stephen Markoff. Their names combined are the Samaka LLC. They took control of the property. They don't own it. They took control of it.
Okay.
And they have since listed this place, the entire grounds, the restaurant, the buildings, the bar, the pagoda bar, the gardens, for $100 million. That's 2024. And that's where it sits today. So, I mean, I kind of get the impression that they would sell it for $100 million, and anything less, they just don't need to. This place is, I mean, it is busy. They're booked out for the next 5 days, our server said. This is probably the most prime real estate in the city. Prime. I mean, anybody who didn't give a damn about the restaurant could turn this into the most exclusive condo in the city. I hope to God that never happens, because a lot of that happens a lot of the time, way too often if you ask me. But yeah, it's pretty incredible. All right, guys. Well, for our main dish, we're going to split it because
I'm already full.
Sushi does fill you up. We ordered the steak noodles, steak garlic noodles.
I was going to say, because my husband doesn't worry about having garlic breath.
So, yeah, I think this is probably one of the best things that I saw on the menu. And so we're going to give it a shot.
Give it a go. So guys, a lot of what they would consider to be entrees are in the $30 to $50 range per. We are yeah, we are actually full. I mean, sushi fills us up really fast. Both of us, yeah. Is it good?
So good.
So we're not just saying this because we don't want to spend the money. Like, I literally don't think I could even eat one more bite, but I will try. But what was this again? It was just steak garlic noodles.
It is powerful garlic, though.
Is it?
There's a ton of garlic in there. So if you like garlic,
they're not shy about the. Why am I eating these with chopsticks?
That's a great question. You did all right. Very flavorful, though. Almost like to a point where I feel like it has like a bit of a peanut flavor.
That is, do not order this if you're on a first date.
Yeah, no kissing allowed after that.
Any date, to be honest. Yeah. It's very good, but it's very garlicky.
Yeah, I like it though. So good.
It's for me, like all of that garlic, like.
Yeah, it's
that's
very
a garlic
explosion. Yeah.
My mother would love this.
Yeah, that's true. She's a garlicaholic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, all in all, I think this place is excellent for food. But like I said, you really have to kind of, keep an eye on what you're ordering, because if you start ordering with your stomach, you're gonna walk out here with no wallet. So
it's very dimly lit, and so it can be hard to see the price.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Yamashiro is one of those places you go for the experience, you go for the atmosphere, and I think it would make it more. It would make it a better experience to not have to worry about every penny you're spending.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to finish everything up here, and then we're going to head outside and give you our final thoughts, like we do. We'll see you out there.
See you outside.
All right, guys. Well, we are outside. You can see the city behind us, looking pretty darn good.
Mm-hmm.
We had an excellent time here at the Yamashiro, the mountain castle in Hollywood. Food was excellent. The ambiance can't be beat. This place is incredible.
Yes.
I mean, if you have not been here, you guys need to get out here. It's crazy.
And we are here a couple days before Valentine's Day, so we're seeing a lot of red dresses and couples.
Yeah, everybody's dressed to the nines for sure.
Very romantic.
So yeah, guys, the only thing that we need to bring to you right now would probably be
the Sasquatch scale.
Ah! All right, guys. This place is going to receive 2 Sasquatches.
2?
Yeah, the chairs that we sat in weren't very comfortable. They kind of hugged the hips a little bit. They weren't terrible. That's why it's not getting a 1. But there are other places to sit. There's some wooden chairs and some older tables that were there would look pretty cool. And then there's outside, the tables look pretty high. There's high stools and stuff. So all in all, for the larger folk, Not great, not the worst we've seen, but could be better.
That's right.
All right, guys, that brings us to an end of another epic spot here in Hollywood, the Yamashiro.
Nummy.
We're on to the next place, but
Yep.
you know the rules. Before we leave, you guys please like and subscribe below. This place is one of many that we're planning to bring you this season.
Yep.
And your likes, subscribes, and alerts help us do that. So
Yes.
hit those buttons, guys. It's really helping the channel out. Comment below. We love hearing from you guys. And so we're on to the next place, Linz.
Right. So you know what we're gonna say.
Until then,
Please stay hungry.
all right, guys. We'll see you on the next. Take care.
Bye bye.